Hey guys, welcome back to fm8tutorials.com. We're starting a new feature this month. We're going to be making drum and bass sounds using FM8 and some synth sounds as well. Starting today, I'm going to show you how to make this bass synth. Okay, so let's start off by creating a new sound and go to the operator section of FM8 and program some of these operators. So starting with operator F, going to route that all the sounds actually through the filter, so F can go into the filter at full volume 100 and the filter volume at around 86 so it doesn't peak too loud, and you're going to keep this as a sine wave operator F and take the ratio or the pitch really down to 0.25 and key sync it as well. So got a nice kind of low sort of sine wave going on there, and operator E is going to be 0.25 as well. This is going to be a triangle wave, and I'm going to key sync this as well, and I'm actually going to route E through F at around 79 and feed it back into itself as well at 22. So it's bringing a bit of kind of sort of tops into the sound. Actually pull this cutoff right up so we can hear that, pull the resonance down. So quite a nice smooth tone, and I'm only going to key sync these two operators out of all 6 of them. So this is basically the sub or the real kind of low end of our sound, and just key syncing this will just give it quite a nice consistent tone. So we might as well go ahead and turn on the rest of the operators now. Just control click all of these. And operator D is going to be 0.125, and this is going to be an 8 formant, and I'm going to route this into operator F at around 52. It gives us a really nice kind of gritty tone. Let's feed it back into itself as well, about 19. Which brings out some of the kind of high frequencies in there. And operator C at 0.5, this is going to be a parabol waveform, and this is going to route through F again at 37 or 36, and route into itself around 32 or 30 will be okay. So next, operator B, I'm going to 0.75 and keep that as a sine wave, and that can just route straight to the filter at 72 and feed back into itself at 12. I'm also going to route the filter back into B to create this kind of feedback loop. Be quite subtle with it, around 8 it should be alright, and it's just kind of gritting up the tone a little bit. Finally, operator A, 0.25 on the ratio, and this can be a triangle waveform, and this is going to route through operator B, so around halfway volume, so around 50. Or 60. And route into itself at 24. That's kind of basic tone of our sound done there. We can move to the master section next and make sure the sound's monophonic. It's a bass patch. Increase the voices to 4, take the detune off, and actually going to push the pan up, and because with these we key synced E and F, they're not actually going to pan, so the sub in theory should stay pretty kind of central. But what this will pan out the kind of like the other operators where there's more kind of modulation in there, more kind of high frequency in there. So push the pan up to around 54 and and also this digital to just kind of bit crush the sound a bit. Push this up to about 64. Okay, so next thing to do with our sound really is set up the envelopes. So we're going to link all of these envelopes, A through to F. And tempo sync them all too. And we can start here by selecting this P sine loop envelope. It gives us that kind of nice sort of wobble type sound, but we can actually edit that and sort of customize it a little bit. So with the mode still on SLD, take this kind of end point out here to the 4/4, so it's looping over a kind of longer section now. And with that set up, change the mode to fixed. Let's add another one of these kind of sine, sort of like wobble kind of sounds in at the end here. Control click to add another sort of point there. Control click again to add another one right at the end, and again, and then just push that up. Push the curves up. So now we've got another one of those sort of wobbles, and then just a quieter kind of envelope in between the two of them here really. So we've got this point selected here. Just another one of those, but push the attack kind of up a bit and just pull the decay down and make sure it's kind of on the 2/4. So now you get a, push the volume of that up a little bit and just check that envelope that it's kind of syncs with the beat. So yeah, sounding alright. So next we can move over to the filter section here, and I'm just going to use the resonance of filter 1 and filter 2 to just kind of shape the tone of the sound a little bit. So got the resonance of filter 1, push it up to around 12, and filter 2 33, and that's just helping shape the tone of the sound a little bit, just adding some quite nice kind of higher and sort of mid frequency in there. Add a tiny amount of modulation as well, take that off, and just a small amount of vibrato, maybe at just 9. Don't want to go too high with that, so yeah, around 9 should be alright. Yeah, and the last thing to do with the sound really is just add some effects. So peak EQ, just boost some of those lower frequencies, and just maybe do a little bit of kind of higher mid sort of peak there. Add a phaser as well, but just keep it really subtle, so pull the dry wet down to around 16. Push the color up to 2, sync it, and the rate just pull right down, so it's quite a slow sort of phaser. Okay, so next we could add a tiny amount of reverb and just pull this dry wet down to around sort of maybe just 10, and then just push the treble up to 100. And finally some chorus delay, but we're just going to be using it as a chorus unit really, so just pull this dry wet down to around 15, 16. And that's it with the sound really. Okay, so I hope you found that tutorial useful. Any questions, then please get in touch, and make sure you come and check us out for part 2 of this feature. I'm going to show you how to make this synth sound that we had playing there. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Cheers, bye.